This is a Steam Greenlight trailer for... Okay, this is a Steam Greenlight trailer for Infection Round. Can you guess what comes after Infection Round? It's one letter. Have you got it yet? That's right! Z! It's called Infection Round Z! It's just Z on its own. How many? Don't worry. I'm seeing everything that's on... Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt him. I'm seeing everything that's on the screen. We'll get to that. Actually, no, we will talk about that now because they're all going noodly. Look at them noodles, though. So as you can see, these zombies run towards you like they're from the Ministry of Silly Walks. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure the right designated time for rocking was upon us. So here we are, they're doing some weird sort of constipated run towards you, wearing Raiden hats and or Legion of Doom pauldrons. So here's a Legion of Doom one. Let's rock. Okay, that won't get tiring after listening to it for, well, I mean, I'm already tired of it, and we're just over a minute in. This goes on for over 2 minutes. Oh, there's some nice close-ups of the... They're less zombies and more like sand monsters. They look like they've been fashioned from sand and had yellow eyes just... Painted on, I was going to say, about the eyes. Yeah, so this is a new... What is wrong with that fella's arm? Just a big, square, blocky arm. It's hard to tell who the real monster is, and I'm not being metaphorical like in The Walking Dead. I mean, I think the player character might actually be a monster. But at least we're not running like that. So they're all kind of in a tight formation there. And they, yeah, they go incredibly noodly. They're like spaghetti men when they die, which is a very common issue in games where very little programming has happened. Oh good, that's it. They always end so abrupt, these Greenlight trailers, don't they? Almost as if they didn't care. Description! Imagine a game in Cold War with zombies and you must kill them how much you can. Oh, that was it. Okay, well, not a lot to go on there, but there is a fan page if you're a fan of Kevin Hardcore's titles. And with a name like Kevin Hardcore, I mean, you gotta guarantee they have a massive fan base. But let's be critical. Let's actually try and help them out. First of all, if you're trying to simulate the idea of zombies, it's a good idea to have them looking like zombies. The weird grainy texture, as I said, makes them look like they've been fashioned from sand or dirt, or, you know, they're some sort of golem-like creature as opposed to a zombie. Maybe if you changed the game's title to Infection Round G and said they were golems, you know, possibly made by Raiden and the Legion of Doom. Have I been saying Raiden? I mean Raiden. Raiden is Mortal Kombat, Raiden is Metal Gear Solid. But Raiden and the Legion of Doom kind of worked together to create these sand golems. For whatever reason, apparently it's set during the Cold War, so I don't really know how we could write the Legion of Doom into that, since their time in the World Wrestling Federation, as it was known back then, was a little after the Cold War's heyday, really. But maybe fix that. Also, maybe not have the zombies run like they're holding in a big poo and sort of charge towards you brainlessly in single file, like they're very polite, well-organised zombies, which you just don't really get from zombies. Maybe sand golems. Maybe sand golems kind of stick together and clip through each other and walk towards you in single file. Also, as someone who records their voice for a living, really, let me just talk to you about the whole round one thing. If you can't shout for whatever reason, be it your parents trying to sleep, you don't want to disturb the neighbours, don't have the voiceover shout. There are many ways you could say "let's rock." You could say it in a kind of cool, calm, collected fashion, sort of a nonchalant "let's rock," like the announcer doesn't really care if you rock or not, and it's more of a, you know, let's rock. Why not? Why not rock? Yeah? We could... it's a free country. Well, I mean, maybe not if it's during the Cold War, but it's free enough depending on what side of the Iron Curtain you're on, so why not rock? You know, the whole muted shouting, the whisper shout that kids do when they want to try and affect the sound of a crowd cheering for them when they go, "Ah, ah," like that. It's not real shouting, and we can tell, and it sounds childish. So no matter what you've done to pitch shift the voice to make it sound all deep and ominous, it doesn't sound ominous when it sounds like you're trying not to wake up mum and dad. So don't shout if you can't, or if you can, actually shout. Don't affect a shout, because that just sounds bad. And also, maybe not have rounds so short coupled with the one announcement between rounds, because in just 2 minutes that was driving my bollocks up the wall. I dread to think what would happen if I played this game for, you know, the requisite 15 minutes I'd play it before never thinking about it again. So that's something you might want to work on as well. So I hope you take that criticism on board and maybe use that to produce something better. And hiring artists and coders and other game developers would help as well.